so strong enough.
Hey, what is up everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing another client tutorial for you guys because, like I said last time, I love them, and I was lucky enough to get this beautiful face in my studio. So yeah, I cannot wait to show you guys what I'm going to do today. So starting off today, I'm just going to be taking the Too Faced Hangover Primer, and I'm just going to be applying this all over her face. I just like to prime the skin before I do start, even though I do my eyes first. I just like my primer to be absorbed into the skin and to see how the skin takes to it when it comes to the foundation. And for brows today, I'm going to be using a different product to normal. I'm using the Colourpop Brow Pomade in the shade Bangin' Brunette, and I'm going to be using my Anastasia brow brush and applying this to her brows. She has the most amazing brows to begin with, and once I put her brows on her, like drew them on, holy damn, I am very jealous of how good her brows are. I wish I had these sorts of brows. I do find that brows are actually really easy to do on girls who have thin eyebrow hair as opposed to someone with thicker hair. That's just how I sort of found, you know, working with so many different faces, how I find the brows. But yeah, thin hair seems to be a lot easier than doing someone that has thicker hair brows. It's all still achievable, but just, yeah, it is a little bit easier. So because I'm running out of concealers at the moment, especially really light ones, because I love using like the lightest shade ever to conceal like underneath the eyebrows, I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Cream Contour Kit, and I'm using the lightest shade in this one. This is the Light Cream Contour Palette, and I'm just going to be applying that under her brow using a concealer brush. And then I'm just going to be taking the Maybelline Master Concealer and applying this to her top of her brow to carve it out again. So to prime the eyes, I'm just using the One Concealer it's called, and this is by Napoleon Purtis. Now, I did mention in my last video that I don't like to use a thick concealer for the eyes because it tends to crease. This bad boy is so thick, but I am trialing new concealers and different things. So what I found with this concealer, what worked the best was to apply it in a very light layer, and it did not crease at all, and I am loving it sick. And the important part is setting it all in place so it does not crease, and I'm just using the Cinema Secrets translucent powder to set that all. So starting off with the eyes today, I'm using the Makeup Revolution palette. This is the Flawless 2 palette, and using a big fluffy brush, I'm going to be taking a light medium brown, whatever you want to call it, that shade, that circle there, and I'm going to be really buffing this right through that crease and blowing it out a lot because I'm going to be doing a halo spot eye sort of look. And then I'm picking up my single eyeshadow by Colourpop, and this is called Sea Stars. It's like a really nice camel color. If you want to get an idea of what sort of color it is, it's kind of the same as the eyeshadows out of like the Anastasia Amrezy palette called Camel, I believe, and also from the Modern Renaissance palette. All those light brown shades are pretty much similar to this. So I'm just applying that in the outer corners, like the inner corner and the outer corner, as a halo spot eye look, and then blending it through the crease. So going back into the Makeup Revolution palette, I'm going to be picking up this really deep chocolate shade brown, and I'm going to be applying that on the outer corner, inner corner, and through the crease again, and making sure I blend it all out together. Most of the brushes I do use are Zoeva brushes because I only really have 3 that are my all-time go-to, and then I also like to use my Sigma M Morphe big fluffy brushes as like my big blenders. And to create the halo eye, I'm just going to be taking the NYX Glitter Primer. It's like glitter glue. And I'm just going to be applying this with a flat concealer brush in the shape of a dome and applying this into the center. And using my Inglot pigment number 24, I'm going to be pressing this on top of that glue. I do move pretty quick because I don't want my glue to dry out too much. And I do find that the glitter glue works really well for these Inglot pigments. I find it sticks perfect. You can use it without. I have found it does work amazing, but for this look, I really wanted it to just be really bold, and it just sticks so good to it. And then I'm picking up some of that more medium brown chocolate shade, and I'm just going to be applying this in the outer corners and inner corners just to sort of blend it and have that nice gradient blended effect into it so it all ties together. And using my newest favorite gel liner, the Inglot Gel Liner number 77, I'm just going to be applying this to her eyes. As you may have noticed, I don't do wings on my clients. I generally tend to like to keep the eyes pretty simple, like with liner wise, because I just love to leave the eyeshadows to be the standout. So I went ahead and applied some falsies, and these were just some random eBay ones that I had, and I'm just going to be going and applying some foundation. And today I'm going to be using my new favorite drugstore foundation, which is the Maybelline 24 Hour Full Coverage Foundation, and this is the shade Soft Beige, and I'm going to be applying this all over her face and blending it out with my beauty blender. And then taking that Maybelline Master Concealer again, I'm just going to be using this to highlight her face and also conceal as well. And popping it in the usual places, under the eyes, the nose, the cupid's bow, the chin, the forehead, because these are the areas that I'm going to highlight. And using my beauty blender, blending it all out so it's nice and airbrush looking. And setting it again with the Cinema Secrets translucent powder, and I just like to pack it on and then brush it off pretty quickly, because you guys know I don't like to bake too much because it can be a little bit too thick sometimes. And then just setting the rest of the face with the Australis Fresh and Flawless powder, and this is the shade Natural. So going in for contouring, I'm going to be using the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. Hoola bronzer, whatever, or however you call it. You guys know I use this in every single damn video because it is legitimately my favorite, and it lasts so long. I have had this forever, I swear. And then going in with a bronzer, I'm using the Colourpop Rodeo Drive bronzer. This is like a single pan you can buy, and I'm just going to be applying that over top of the contour and just around the perimeter of her face as well. Now you guys obviously have been able to tell I don't do a heavy contour on my clients. I do like to keep a really nice natural look for everybody. I don't know, I just find it works for me. And taking the Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Peach Pop, that was a mouthful. I'm just going to apply this to her cheeks just for a little bit of colour. And then using my Jouer highlighter in the shade Topaz, I'm going to be applying this to her cheeks, nose, lips, and down the center of her nose as well. So going back in to finish off the under eyes, I'm just using that Sea Stars shade, and I'm going to be applying it with a pencil brush, running it along the underside of the lashes, and then I'm going to be sort of blending it out with a different brush. It's like a really flat crease brush, I think. And to add a little bit more depth into it, I'm just adding some of that rich chocolate brown color from the Makeup Revolution palette, and then I'm going to be using some mascara. And like you guys know, I said in my last video, I pretty much use a huge different variety of brands for mascaras for my clients, so I do not know which one this is. And then I'm just going to be adding some eyeliner into the waterline. Now this is a brand new one. Normally with like eyeliner pens like this, I do sterilize them if I use them on any of my clients every single time that I use them. Yes, it's product wastage, but it is health and safety. And then taking some black eyeshadow, I'm just going to help that eyeliner to be blended in and really add like a smoky effect to it, and I'm just going to be really focusing that under the eyes. And then taking the Colourpop lip liner, this is the shade Aquarius, and I'm just going to be applying this to her lips. Now this is the same again for any lip liners that I use. I go ahead and sterilize them every single time I have a client in, and after I use them, and generally before I put them on a client, like I spray them with alcohol sanitizer as well. And going in once again with my favorite matte lipstick, which is the Biz San June lipstick. It's like a matte lipstick. It is amazing. It cost me $6. If you don't have it, you are missing out. And just doing some final touches to the face, I'm just adding some highlighter in the inner corners and brows, and of course touching up the brows with the Benefit Clear Brow Gel, because you guys know, powder in the brows, I don't like it. And to set all the powders into the face to give a really nice dewy finish, I'm just setting it with the Max Fix Plus spray, and we are all done. Look how beautiful this girl is. It is just mind-blowing on how beautiful she is. I hope you guys enjoyed this look and learned something new today. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe video because it lets me know that you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, and I'll keep making videos just like this.